YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum / the Wolf's Den. And I am your host, the Chosen One, Lee White, aka the White Wolf. Ow! And today, well, it's kind of funny. You can see the light. I actually got myself a ring light finally. Yay! So this is kind of good news, bad news type of thing. I'm doing great in therapy. I know it's been a while since I updated you guys on therapy, but the arm's doing great. See, yeah, perfect. Got some black and blue stuff. See that? See the circles there? Those are from cupping to help get the blood flowing and tighten this out of the arm. I'm doing good on that. So about another 3 months, and I should be 100% and be able to get back on Twitch and play some more games to stream for you. So guys, keep an eye out for that. That's the good news. The bad news is there's a gentleman that I streamed with on a broadcast app years. It feels like it's been years ago. And I just found out on my birthday, February 27th. It was an amazing day until I found this out. If you've been on YouNow before, and if you ever heard the name Shubby Shand comedy, he actually passed away on the 27th of this year from a tumor. It seems like ever since COVID's been around, yes, people have died before COVID, but it just seems like the rate has just went up. And this isn't COVID related, but it just seems like we lost so many amazing people when COVID hit, and it's like, it's crazy. This guy was so funny. Before I even broadcast or even thought about broadcasting, Chevy was the guy I came into his broadcast, and I just came and watched for a little bit, and I never guessed it because I was too shy to do that kind of stuff. I didn't think I could do, the stuff I'm doing today. I have so many people to thank for that. One of them is actually my good friend Sherelle 1590. She's done so much for me and helped me in more ways than one that more than a person should ever do, and I'm so thankful that she's in my life. And but Chevy was the one who helped me with broadcasting. So I came up on his channel one time, and it was just funny, and we would do little comedy skits together, and it would just be me and him for a while, and this other girl Moose something. And she was a stoner. She was amazing. She was funny. And then the following grew, and he inspired me to go live. And we would do these little funny skits where we would talk about schmeckles, which basically would be just being goofy and funny. It's the male part, but we call it schmeckles. And we'd do little funny things where we would bounce off of each other. And I learned how to do that from Chevy. And then we had people come into his broadcast: Paint Your World, Paint My World Pink, Renee, Lizard, Dodge, DJ Soldier Slim, Alexis Stein, just so many people, and we would all become a group, and we would become a thing, a normal family thing that you would see every day. And we did have our ups and downs, but we still stayed strong. And he would always make me laugh when we'd come up, and we would he would talk about how I'm growing so much faster, and how I'm doing so great. That was one of his words. He's like, it's so great. But if you're a woman, he's like, oh my God. Let me tell you something. Let me ask you something. The famous words of Shubby Shand. Or he'd be like, oh my God. He would just be funny, and and I had the privilege of meeting him too. I actually had his phone number. We would talk, and he was just an amazing guy. And we would always talk about when people would come in and they're like, wow. And then out of nowhere we'd talk about schmeckles, and then he would talk about how his was so tiny that it would be used for the doorstop of the YouNow headquarters that's in New York City. And he'd say, change the story up. It would be the first time we talked about it. He's like, yes. He's like, White Wolf. Well, my name back then was Alex Payne. and then I changed it to the chosen one, Lee Wyatt, and um, he would always say like, he's like, Alex just like he sleeps with Margaret Morningstein, the COF of you now. And she made it was a joke because like you would think, okay, cool, she's like, no. We made the joke that she was like in her 80s and she was spoiling me, and I was giving her my schmeckle, and like we made the joke about his being super small, mine being so goddamn big that like it knocks over shit, and like like in like the workout rooms, or or it's like so massive that I like went out the door of my front house, and he would like say that they like hooked up like the power lines to it and whatnot because they thought it was all the good times we had like broadcasting, and all the funny things we would do and talk about. And like he gave me my first pair of headsets for Christmas that I still have to this day, that he helped me with, and I actually got a laptop that year too, and I was so excited about it too, because I was like, cool, I finally don't have to broadcast on my phone because my phone was so crap, and then I got this nice laptop. I was so excited. I downloaded the app. I broadcasted with I was so excited. He's like, oh, does that mean you don't want the headphones anymore? I'm like, no. I'm like, I want the headphones if you still want to give them to me. So then he gave them to me. I waited until he got on. I unboxed them. I put them on. I tried them out. They were amazing, and he's just one of those people that is going to be missed, and I just wanted to come on here and like share my story about him, and like put it out there that he was an amazing man, and he was an amazing son, and an amazing man in general. He was funny, and he was working on some like comedy skits, and he like sang so nice. It was like, if you're not into opera, I know it's not like the best thing, but he was so good at it that he should have been on Broadway. And I couldn't be more thankful to have met someone like him. And it's sad that he's gone, and I wish I had more time with him. And Chevy, I know you're not here, but you're looking down on us all that made an impact in our life. You made an impact in mine, and I want to thank you for that, because I think without you, like, it wouldn't have taken off as quick as it did. Like, you kind of, in a way, inspired, like, me to broadcast on you now, and then inspired to broadcast on YouTube, and then inspired, with other people's help also, to get me to, broadcast on Twitch. So thank you. You will be missed, and in my mind, Chevy, you were always a legend. You just didn't know it. I will miss you. There's going to be nobody like you. Rest in peace, and I'll see you again soon. Sometime. When I'm gray and old and my schmeckle can't get up anymore. Bye, guys.